not on the hill.
Yes, there's no hill, thanks God. There's no hills.
Wow.
I can't do hills.
Our university in Busan is on the hill except
Yes.
this university.
Yes.
Connect, world peace. Let us introduce yourself.
My name is Nawa. I am 24 years old and I'm a student in Pukyong National University in Busan, Korea.
Let us introduce your country. You can promote your country.
Okay, my country is a West African country named Benin. So if you ask people where is Benin, usually they don't know. Small country between Nigeria and Togo, and it has the shape of a tree. So my country is by the sea, and mostly if you go to my country, you can see the sea and many beautiful touristic places. That's pretty much it. And usually I tell people, if you want to know much about Africa, you should go by yourself to see. Instead of seeing what is in the media, you should go and see by yourself.
I heard that when we thought about Africa, we thought lion and giraffe, among many things. But even same Africa, they're very different.
Very different
Yes,
cultures. Actually, people when they hear Africa, they think, oh, nature, animals like lions and what you said exactly. But Africa is a really big continent and there are many, many countries in Africa. For me, I lived all my life in Africa and I've never encountered like an animal. I've never seen an animal in my life. I lived in Africa all my life, but what I want to say is rather than what is shown in the media, I know sometimes they show in the media like poor kids in Africa, you need to go to help them, Africa needs help. Yeah, some part of Africa needs help, but at the same time, Africa is like growing really fast now, and it's a developing continent, as people say. So rather than thinking Africa is just one country, there are many countries in Africa, and every country is specific. So I cannot talk for other African countries. I can only talk for my country. I know we have nature and animals, but it's not running down the streets. So even if you go to Africa, you can be safe. Like, it's just a city like any other city or any other country. So if you want to see animals, you need to go to the zoo. It's not running down the street. It's not running down the street, yes.
Actually, my friend is who lived in Nigeria. So I heard that Nigeria is very developed city.
Yeah.
So Benin is similar.
Yes, actually, Nigeria and Benin it's really close. Like, you can go to Nigeria driving 1 hour from my country. So they have really developed cities, but at the same time, you can go to village. It's like, even in Korea, I guess you have villages where people live in old kind of houses, but at the same time you have the big cities like the capital, and so it's the same even in Africa. But I would say honestly, Korea is really developed, so it's a bit different, but at the same time it's not as raw as people think. I don't know. I just usually that's why I say you need to go, because even if you're here and you type on Google, you will see crazy things. You will see like pictures of old kind of houses or things that I've never seen in my life, but it's on Google. So it's better when you go by yourself.
When did you come to Korea?
Actually, I came to Korea a month and a half ago. It's really my first time traveling this far from my country.
Why did you choose the Pukyong National University?
First of all, as I said in the beginning, my country is by the sea, so I was really used to see like the sea, the beach every day. So I wanted like to be close to the sea when I come to Korea. So I wanted to go to Busan first. So I looked it up on the internet, which ones are the schools Busan, and I found many schools, but at the same time, I tried to see what is the best side of each school. And first of all, Pukyong 대학교 doesn't have hills, like because Busan is a really hills city,
Right.
and this is my unpopular opinion. I really hate walking. I don't like walking a lot. So I was like, oh, okay, this school doesn't have hills. First point, and then I started looking up. I think Bogungtae is one of the schools that also does topic test. So it means that they really have high ranking. So it was a good school for me. And I looked around the website of the school. I looked so many things, mostly because it is in Busan. it doesn't have hills, and it's well ranked on the ranking system. So those are the points why I chose Pukyong State. Yes.
Then how was it, this university? It was good?
So far, because I came here not long ago, so far this university is really good because we have pretty good teachers and the classes are really, really fun. So I think maybe you should come to my Instagram to see because I post a lot of content about my school. 진짜 재밌게 다니고 있어요. It's really fun. So I like it because it's good to study, but at the same time, you need some fun in your life. So I think it's pretty good.
Actually, some foreigners, they don't concern university in Busan because of 사투리.
사투리.
How about that?
Personally, yes, because when you first start learning Korean, you learn with 예능 or TV show or K-drama or things like that. But usually they don't have an accent, so it's the normal Seoul accent. So I understand that people are scared of the saturi in Busan, but to be honest, I don't really hear it anymore. I don't really hear it anymore. Really, because I think mostly old people use the saturi. It's really when old people speak, it's hard to get them because of the saturi. But I think mostly young people they don't really use it that hard, and I don't hear it anymore. It's not that hard to understand. I think for me though, so I think anybody could understand even though they have an accent. An accent is fine for me.
I agree that I lived in Busan also. So old people, their accent is strong.
Yeah, it's really strong when they speak.
Yeah, but young people, I feel they don't speak Saturi.
Yes, they don't use it. Mostly the young people, I just noticed they don't really use the satsuri. So it's fine. You can understand everything. And also, rather than Seoul, Busan is a really calm city. It's not crowded. And that's also one of the reasons why I came here because I don't like the crowd. I prefer like a calm environment.
You have a best choice because I've been living in Seoul, so there are many people in rush hours. Many people are crowded in the train, so even there between them, I was, you see, yeah. So that's why you're a good choice. And I could say that.
And not on the hill.
Yes, there is no hill, thanks God. There is no hills.
Wow.
I can't. The hills.
All university in Busan is on the hill except
Yes.
this university.
Yes, so that is a really good point.
How much is the tuition?
For me, because I'm going to a language school, the tuition for a semester was 1,200,000 Korean won. To come all the way here, I had to pay for 2 semesters. First, it was 2,400,000 Korean won. But from what I heard, the school is increasing the tuition fee from the next semester, so it will be 1,300,000 Korean won for a semester from now on. So what do you guys think? Is it expensive or cheap?
I think it's getting good prices. I want to know if Benin University, when you compare those Korean university and your university, which is different, like.
To be honest, I think the price is a bit higher than Benin because our currency is pretty low. It's a pretty high compared to my country. It's 3 times higher than my country, but it's still okay because it's Korea. Korea is a developed country, so if you make the difference, I think it's okay.
This university is a national university, so it's cheaper than private universities.
I think the price in this university is pretty good compared to the price in Seoul and others university.
Are there any scholarship programs?
Yes. Apart from the GKS scholarship that is all schools do, I think this school specifically, they have a lot of scholarships for the students, especially when you are in the Korean language program. Because first we have the class ranking scholarship. If you are the top 5%, you get 80% scholarship on the next semester. And if you are ranked 10%, on the top 10%, you also get 40% a scholarship, I think. And also for the people who want to go to the university after the Korean language, if you get topic level 4 or 5, I think, you can get free scholarship for the next semester. It's really good. They have a lot of scholarships. That is also one of the reasons why I came because for me, I think if you work hard, you can get a scholarship and it will be much more benefit for you. You can go, yes. So really good.
Do you think Korea is good place for foreigner to live?
Yes, definitely yes, because Korea is like one of the safest country in the world. I think it's ranked third safest country in the world after Hong Kong and Japan. I'm not sure, but I think Korea is really safe. Everywhere you go, you see cameras everywhere, and there is no crime. The crime rate is really low too, and also I think healthcare in Korea is top tier, is really good, and you find many hospitals, many things. And I think Korea is a good country overall. Even though people have a lot of prejudice about many countries and even Korea, I think Korea is a good country. And also, yeah, it's fun because you have so many things to do in Korea. Like you can go to Noraebang, you can go to this, that. So it's really fun to live here as a student. You can do whatever you want actually in Korea. Sometimes foreigners are scared also of like racism, something like that. Personally, I haven't encountered any racism yet. I think most of the people that I've met were normal. Nobody was like, yeah. So it's for me, it's good. I don't know for others, but I think Korea is a good country.
I think the racism also, each city is a little different. So I think Busan is good city for foreigner.
Yes, I didn't experience Seoul, so I cannot say. But I think for what I've seen in Busan, I really like Busan. People are really nice, always trying to help me. Even ajoshis and ajumas, they want to help me all the time. Even though I don't ask for help, they come to me and they say, "Oh, 도움이 필요하세요?" And I'm like, and I said, "No, 괜찮아요." But they still want to help me, so I really like this place.
What is the biggest difference about cultural things between the Korea and Benin?
I think it's really two different words. It's really two different words. First of all, in my country, we don't have this coffee culture that you have in Korea. Here, you can see coffee shops everywhere. People love coffee. People die for coffee. But in my country, people don't really care about coffee. And you also have the smoking culture here that a lot of people smoke. You see girls smoke on the street. For me, it's crazy because in my country, we don't smoke like this. It's really rare to see someone smoking. I really don't know why, but that is pretty much the difference. But I think in my country also, it's a really respectful country. We do respect elders. So for that, I think we are almost the same with Korea. Cultural difference is not that big because I think in this 2024, everybody is developed, everybody have open mind, so it's not that big of a difference. Just the coffee and the smoking. Yeah, that is the biggest difference I noticed so far. So do you guys smoke?
No, we don't smoke.
No. Yeah,
You
smoking.
smoke sometimes.
Am I?
No?
No. I never smoked
Oh, okay.
in my entire life.
My younger brother and my father,
They
they smoke.
I don't think it's a bad thing. I just find it a bit different from what I see in my country. Yes, people don't smoke at all. It's pretty weird when my friends smoke around me, but yes, it's okay. As long as it's not me. Yes, because I want to be healthy.
I'm not okay. So about smoking,
You don't like smoking?
smell is so bad.
Yeah, the smell is really bad.
My father started smoking at elementary school.
Wow.
I cannot imagine.
Elementary school. Wow. And he's still alive, so I think it's okay.
Yeah, still alive is important.
So I think it's okay, even though he's smoking. I think, yeah, it's not. Maybe it's not that bad for him. I don't know.
I don't understand.
For my father, he never smoked.
Oh, he never smoked.
He doesn't like smoking. That's why I learned from him.
Okay. Oh, that's good.
If I smoke, he will.
Yes, it's not good for you, anyways. You don't. It's better to not smoke because it's not good for your health. Some people live long even smoking, but others die really fast. Yes.
What are the best thing and worst thing about Korea?
For me, the best thing here is the food. Because I love Korean food. I think the best thing is the food.
Which Korean food do you like?
It's a hard question. I like many, but so far my favorite Korean food is kimchi jjigae.
Oh, that's what I like.
Really?
I like
Good, you have good taste. I really like kimchi jjigae. In my country, there is no Korean restaurant at all. Not even Korean embassy. There is no.
How did you know the Korea?
It's a good question. Actually, 3 years ago, because of COVID, I stayed home for a long time. So I started watching K-dramas because I like language learning. Actually, my country is a French-speaking country. So actually, my first language is not English, it's French. Back then, I was learning English and I was also watching K-dramas. So I noticed that even though I don't try, I learned some words from the K-dramas, like 감사합니다, 안녕하세요, words like that. So I was like, oh, okay, I can learn Korean. I just thought like that, and I slowly started learning Hangul. I noticed that I could learn, so I just kept learning by myself. At some point, I noticed that I could learn more Korean. So I just decided to come to Korea so I could be fluent in an Asian language because I think it's a big flex to speak Korean. As an African person, because usually people think when they see me, they're like, hi, hello. But when I say 안녕하세요, they're like, 와, 어디서 한국어 배웠어요? And then I'm like, yes. So I like when I can communicate with people in their own language. So that is why I decided to learn Korean. And also because it's a really developed country, I think I have a lot of opportunities. I can do whatever I want. I think when I'm here, that is the best part of Korea for me. And the worst thing, personally, I haven't encountered any racism, but I think Korean people have a lot of prejudice about other countries. For example, mostly they like Americans or they like Europeans, but other countries, when you say, oh, you're from Africa, sometimes they can try to be like, oh, you're from Africa, so maybe you're not worth it or something like that. So there is a lot of prejudice on the mind of Korean people. I didn't met this personally, but from what I heard from my friends and what I've seen on the internet also, I think the prejudice is pretty high and maybe Korea should work on this a little. What people show on the TV also, they show America, they show Europe, and when they want to show Africa, for example, they show like maybe kids that need to eat or kids that have issues or maybe lions or nature. So I think rather than doing that, mostly they should just let people make their own ideas more than prejudice than, yeah. So I think the prejudice is pretty high in Korea. Do you guys agree or not?
Yeah. I think we have we have a prejudice
Right,
like
yes.
American, European.
Yeah, America is good, Europe is good. So people want to go there, but if you mention Africa, they're like, what? I don't want to go to Africa. The nature, animals, they will catch me. And no, nobody has time for that.
I could say I've been to Africa, so
You've been to
I can
Africa, yes.
explain what Africa is.
It's just like any other country in the world. Like you have the upper level, the middle class, and also the poor. It's everywhere in the world. It's not only Africa or yes.
Because of that, we do this video program, so it can be removed prejudice.
Actually, I went through your content and I really like what you do because you share the things from every country. Like people come and just they tell about their country and what they like about Korea, what they don't like. So it's pretty good because it's a way of bringing the world together. So I really like your content.
Thank you.
Thanks.
You're welcome. If you want to come to Korea, I think just do it. 그냥 하고 싶은 거 다 하세요. Your dream is to come to Korea. Never listen to what the people are saying. It's worth it because it's your dream or because it's what you want to do. If you want to learn Korean, if you want to study in Korea, if you want to teach in Korea, if you want to do whatever, anything in Korea, I think you should just do it because it's what you want. And usually these days, every Korea-related thing, people think, oh, a Korea boo, oh, she's crazy, she's crazy about Korea. She wants to date Korean men or things like that. So many people are scared to share this feeling of they want to go to Korea because they're scared of what the world would say, what the people would say. But for me, I think it's pretty personal. Everybody wants to come to Korea for a reason. So if your reason is valuable or to you, so you should come to Korea. You should do whatever you want. Follow your dreams. I always say follow your dreams because for me, coming to here was really, really hard. If I have to say all the steps from my country to Korea, it's really, really hard. But I still did it because that is my dream and I wanted to do it. So you too, you can follow your dream. You can do, if your dream is to live in Korea, so you should follow it and do it. Yes.
It's good to hear.
Okay, then let's look around here.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.